Hi everyone, and thank you for watching Inspiring Careers. My name is Dan Johnson, and I'm here today with a person who has recently been nominated, or became a finalist, I should say, for the Pharmafield's MSL of the Year 2017.
Hello everyone, my name is James Koo, and I'm a Medical Science Liaison for AbbVie Pharmaceuticals.
What are your top 3 success secrets that have helped you most in your career?
The first one would be ask questions in your role. Before you even become an MSL, ask the questions about what an MSL does and try and truly understand what an MSL does. The workings of an MSL, their interactions with the brand team, matrix working, cross-functional working with internal stakeholders like health, economics, outcomes research, your market access teams, value prop, HTA. There are so many areas that MSLs can interact with and add value and insights to that I didn't fully understand and appreciated before becoming an MSL. So asking questions and understanding how those pieces of the jigsaw all fit together, I think, are really, really important. Be prepared in terms of your visits to healthcare professionals, understand them, and I'm sure that MSLs listening to this will probably think this is a bit old hat, but it's know your customer, understand their research interests. Sometimes by looking at their lab work, their past publications, you can understand what they've done, what they're interested to. Try and possibly align that to the company's objectives, critical success factors, research projects, and have that conversation and go in and make an impact and try and be that partner of choice through building rapport and in impressing them with your passion and commitment and understanding of their challenges and interests that I think will possibly help set you apart. And thirdly, don't overpromise. It's another thing maybe that I've been guilty of in the past is maybe overpromising. Research, funding, proposals, they're not a dead cert, and often these things may fall flat for a number of reasons. So it's important from the outset to be clear that with collaborative projects and ISS investigator-initiated studies, etc., that there isn't a definite yes at the end of the day. There has to be several layers of decision making from the company, and it's helping them to build up a strong enough case to give them the best chance of a positive outcome, whilst not giving them the impression that it will always be a green light.
I come across this a lot, and this is why I was really keen to bring it up today, is that the aspect of fear. People think, worrying too much that they will make mistakes. As I mentioned to you, I've helped people when I work with other companies in all experience positions, from senior director to middle management, where they always get kind of worried, both in their jobs or in a job search or in any kind of networking situation, that they're afraid to make mistakes out of fear of looking like they're not competent or skilled enough. Would you say that, again, you might have a couple of answers for this, would you say this is the best piece of career advice that you've received, was not making mistakes, and what we talked about the other day, or is there anything else you'd like to tell us about what you think your best piece of career advice is?
Don't be fearful, as you mentioned, about asking questions. It doesn't matter. I think if you're lucky enough, like I've been, to work for companies that have a very kind of a flat structure, without that hierarchy and fear of looking silly, then asking questions can be your best friend, really, and a very, very valuable resource to make you better than you are. I'm always happy and confident to ask questions, as I believe that when you ask the questions, you will get answers based on the experience of individuals who have largely been in the role for many more years than yourself, and have probably learned from mistakes that they've made. So I absolutely implore others to do exactly the same. There is, as they say with the old mantra, there's no such thing as a stupid question.
what is the number one final bit of advice you would like to give to everyone watching today?
It's with MSLs, it's all about knowing the product and knowing your teams. So to do that, I think, don't be afraid to go and knock on the door of your HEOR team, introduce yourself, get to know what they're doing, what their projects are, know your brand team, the critical success factors for them, how your medical projects align to them, know where you can get your data from. So whether that's your investigator brochure, your clinical study report, whether that's from the EPARs, from the EMA, which are a fantastic resource of information, and I only learned that through others who've signposted me. Know the story of your drug from development, from your early PK, PD, phase 1s, all the way through to your phase 3 registration trials. Not just how your company interpret your data, but how the regulatory authorities interpret your data, because that's important, because that's the really the face of the company to the healthcare providers that know the information as well as you do. So yeah, know your teams and know your data.
My name's been Dan Johnston. This has been James Koo. Thank you very much for coming today. You've been an excellent guest, and thank you everyone out there who's been watching Inspiring Careers, and I look forward to bringing you the next video. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Dan.